Welcome to Stark Raving Social, the podcast for comms pros who want to stay ahead in a world that won't stop changing. Your host is Sherry Lynn Starkey, social media strategist, industry pioneer, and trusted advisor to brands navigating the digital landscape. With decades of experience in marketing, PR, and social media, she's here to bring you the insights, strategies, and conversations you need to stay ahead of the curve. From shifting algorithms to AI-driven content, from crisis comms to culture shifts, if it's shaping the future of our industry, you'll hear about it here. This is Stark Raving Social.
Hey there, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Sherry Lynn Starkey. And today we're talking about something I see over and over again with my clients, people stuck in the past when it comes to social media, specifically the great debate, organic versus paid. And let me start with a quick story. A few weeks ago, I reposted a news article on LinkedIn about a letter from the U.S. Secretary of Education to Harvard that had been posted online with a bunch of visible proofreading markup. So it was pretty embarrassing for the writer. Turns out that it was probably fake news, but that's besides the point. But guess what? When I posted that, it racked up almost 70,000 impressions on LinkedIn. So to put that into context, most of my LinkedIn posts get maybe about 500 impressions. So I didn't boost it and I didn't plan it. I just shared it with a quick reaction, and it hit a nerve with LinkedIn's community of professional communicators. The right message, the right moment, the right audience. Compare that to a recent campaign I've been running for a healthcare client. The goal here is to influence federal public service policy in Canada. We're targeting senior decision makers with a nicely crafted advocacy brief. The impressions, no problem. The engagement, not so great. Click-throughs and conversions are underwhelming. So despite careful targeting with a solid creative strategy, it's a classic case of paid reach without a lot of real traction. This is why in 2025, I'm recommending to always blend organic and paid media strategies. Gone are the days when you could post a witty caption and expect to go viral. Social media platforms are pay-to-play environments now. Organic reach has been throttled on almost every platform. LinkedIn is better than most, but even there, reach without paid support is limited. So here's my rule of thumb. When something starts to perform well organically, let's give it a nudge. That might mean putting 10, 20, maybe $50 behind a post. Not to artificially inflate the numbers, but to extend this natural momentum. I did this recently with a post also on LinkedIn from a higher education client. The post was timely and it started conversations right away, and we boosted it to keep the engagement going, and it became one of their top performing posts for the whole quarter. So this combination of authentic storytelling plus smart promotion is really where impact lives. Now, I get it. A lot of clients like to cling to organic. They believe it's more real and it's more credible. And yes, authenticity is still incredibly important, but let's not be naive. Paid promotion and authenticity are not mutually exclusive. The best marketers in 2025 are using the full toolkit: owned, earned, shared, and paid media. Why? Because it works. And because we have to. The platforms have changed, the algorithms have changed, the rules of the game have changed. Let's talk about one of the biggest traps that I see with some of my clients. So clients are posting 4 and 5 times a day. That's a massive energy of time, energy, and creative capital. And for what? Most of those posts are reaching only a tiny fraction of their target audience. The effort to impact ratio is way off. If that's you, if you're stuck in the post more, grow more mindset, make this your wake-up call. Less really is more. More thoughtful posts backed by a small ad budget can outperform 5 organic posts by a mile. So what do you do instead? Well, here's your challenge for this week. Go to your analytics, find one post from the past week that got better than average engagement. Now boost it for 7 days at $10 a day. Track the results, compare it to your purely organic content, and see what happens. I can almost guarantee that you'll walk away with new insights that will inform your future strategy. not just about boosting, but about what content your audience actually cares about and when they want to see it and what moves them to action. The most important thing, paid doesn't have to mean big bucks. A few dollars a day can be enough to trigger initial engagement. Once people start interacting, the platform's algorithm helps carry the load. Paid gets you seen, organic gets you believed. Together, they get results. At the end of the day, this isn't about abandoning organic content approaches. It's about working smarter, not harder. It's about adjusting to the way social media works for today. If you're serious about making an impact, not just impressions, it's time to evolve. Use data, use your instincts, use your budget wisely, but use all the tools. That's it for today's show. I'm Sherry Lynn Starkey, and this is Stark Raving Social.
Thanks for tuning in. If you got value from today's show, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And please leave a rating or review, which helps others find the show. And if you know a fellow comms pro who could use these insights, share the podcast and help them stay ahead in a world that won't stop changing.